There you go. Tonight is your lucky night. I am going to grant you your wish. What every home shopper has been waiting for. I am going to cross my hands, do my magic, and make prices drop 10 to 20% for you. And let's see what payments look like. What's going on, guys? Welcome to What's a Mortgage. Welcome to our channel. The goal of our channel is to simplify home ownership. If it's your first time tuning in to What's a Mortgage, do us a huge favor. Hit that subscribe or notification button so you're notified every time we go live or post new content. We go live every Monday night on Facebook and YouTube at 9 o'clock, Tuesday on Instagram, Wednesday on TikTok. Also, this is an interactive channel, so ask a lot of questions. And if this video brings you value, please tag someone and like this video. Hopefully you're having a great night. Of course, the murmur that I've been hearing lately is, I'm going to wait. I could refinance later on if prices go down. The one thing people forget, it's not just prices that might change, but monthly mortgage payments. No one talks about the mortgage payment. Oh, I'm just waiting for prices. Oh, I'm going to sit on the sidelines. I'm just going to wait for this. Let's see. Let's see if you're right. Tonight, I'm going to grant you your wish. I'm going to show you what does it look like, ideally first, at 10 to 20% down. Now, 10% drop, 20% drop. Then I'm going to show you what it's really going to look like. All right, guys? Thank you so much for tuning in. But before we get into it, check out our disclaimer. So you know, this is a disclaimer. Prices have not dropped yet, okay? So don't think prices have dropped yet. Scenarios are based on today's interest rate. So today's rate, this is just for educational purpose. For a true, more accurate quote, please call your lender or call WHAM 714-790-9697 to get accurate payments, okay? So I want you guys to know that disclaimer. Don't go out there and go, this is why What's a Mortgage said rates are lower or rates are higher. I'm just going with the average rate. And here is our scenario, okay? This is based on a 740 credit score, 5% down conventional loans. If you have a specific scenario that you want to go over and you want to put together a game plan, always give us a call, 714-790-9697. And we're going to use today's rate. 5.75. I know some of you guys have seen 5.5. Some of you guys have seen 6%. I just made it 5.75 just to make my life easy. Remember, this is just an example. Okay? I know some of you haters out there. Where's the APR? The APR will be on the explanation. All right? Monthly PMI 0.44. By the way, when prices go down, monthly PMI goes up. But like I said, it's your world. I just live in it. I'm going to show you guys what you guys feel you want to see, because we don't know what PMI is going to be like, but I know that when prices come down, PMI will go up, right? Because if you are lending out money, why would you loan out money to something that's going down in value? You would want an insurance policy, probably a higher premium, so monthly PMI should go up. Hazard insurance, 0.20, and property tax nationwide, 1.25. But for some of you who are in an area where homes are higher tax rate, of course, it's going to change the payment, or if it's lower. So we just went with a nationwide average of 1.25. All right, you guys ready to rub the lamp? $600,000. Let's look at a $600,000 home. If today home prices drop some $600,000, right? You got your wish. I did 10% drop and a 20% drop. Let's review the 10% drop first. If today prices drop 10%, purchase price is $540,000. 5% down, right? 5% down. 1 second here. That means your loan amount would be $513,000. Your interest rate 5.75. APR for all the little haters out there and the little trolls, 5.947 is the APR. Your total out of pocket on that $600,000 home, you were like goo goo gagaing all over, right? Dropped to 540, total out of pocket 40 grand, right? Sounds attainable. Your principal and interest, tax, insurance, and PMI, 3834. Okay, on your home prices if it dropped 10%. Let's say it dropped 20% for all the all the people who were praying and the gods answered your prayers. If a $600,000 home dropped 20%, you got 480. Woo! Everyone's waiting for that 20%, right? That $600,000 home really worth 480,000. 5% down, total out of pocket about 34,000. I forgot APR 5.75, APR 5.947. Out of pocket 33,600. Total payment $3,400. So you waited for a home, a $600,000 home, to drop 10% down to make a $3,800 a month payment. You waited 20% down for it to drop to $480,000 for a $3,400 a month mortgage payment. This is a dream come true, right? This is what you wanted. For everyone who's on the fence, I'm looking at the fence. No one should be on it. You got what you wanted. But did you see those payments? Is it a payment do you still qualify for? Is it a payment that you can swallow? That sounds, yeah, I can deal with that. It's a little hard, but I'll refinance later when rates drop, right? I got my home for $540. I got my home for $480. You're like dancing the bank. Oh, I didn't pay, overpaid $600. My payment might be higher, but I'll be able to refinance later, right? Now, reality check. Let's see what it really looks like. Let's look at our Techie Lender calculator really quick here on 540, okay? Let's really look at what it's going to look like. Okay, 1 second here, guys. Okay, let's really here, let's say, go back down to 540. If we put this at 540, right? It dropped from 600,000 down to 540. Remember, if rates drop 10%, right now, sorry, if prices drop 10%, rates go up 1%. Because right now, that $600,000 home is still $600,000. Remember that. You're trying to push this price down 10%. Talk to any realtor, talk to any lenders. People are still writing offers. Probably not a lot, but for you to want to see it drop 10%, rates will probably have to be at 6.75. So if rates were at 6.75, that $600,000 home that you've been putting on your dream board and you've been waiting for, you've been sitting on the fence for, is now 540. The rate's 6.7. Okay? 7.5. Your total monthly payment, let me change this 0.44, 1 second here. Let's go apples to apples. So we're fair. Everything else stays the same. Your monthly mortgage payment, $4,200. $4,167 on a $540,000 home. For everyone who wanted prices to drop 10% and get the home of their dreams sitting on the fence. And I'm telling you guys, this is why we don't wait. We're not at that level yet. We should be thankful it's in the 5. For those of you who want to drop 20%, okay? For it to drop 20%, you're going to get your 480,000. For everyone who's been praying to the gods to drop purchase price 20% for 480,000, okay? Rates, like I said, if you want us to drop 20%, rates are going to have to go up by 2 points. For every 10% prices drop, rates go up 1%. So 7.75, but you got your 480, okay? Payments, $4,000 for a $480,000 home. What did Uncle Min say to you? Payments will keep rising. It's called inflation. And I want you guys to see this because a lot of you guys are sitting on the fence and you qualify. For those of you who don't qualify, I would start thinking about different ways to make money, different ways on how to speed up your income, the process to make more money so you can buy a home in the future or move, okay? But for those of you who have this opportunity, do not miss out on this opportunity to get a house because that $600,000 home you've been chilling, waiting for, it's now $4,000 a month. Crazy. Now, for all the... Camera froze. Ready? Am I back? I am back. All right, guys. Now let's look at 700,000, all right? You guys ready to see 700,000? 700,000. Let's look at 700,000, guys. So everyone who's been waiting to see 700,000. On 700,000, if prices drop 10%, that's $630,000. And if it dropped 20%, $560,000. Okay? So everyone who wanted that $700,000 home, that porch, that great view for $700,000, $630 purchase price, 5% down. The loan amount is $598,500, and with the rate 5.75. This is your ideal. So if ideally prices drop 10%, but your rate doesn't go up, this is ideal. Doesn't mean this is going to happen. Okay. APR 5.947 for all the trollers out there. Loan amount $44,000 out of pocket. Your total payment, principal, interest, tax, insurance for a $630,000 home, $4,473. That's right, baby. You got what you wanted, 10% down off of $700,000, $4,473. You excited? You excited? I know I am, because I got that 10% drop. But look at all of those who got lucky and got that 20% drop. $560,000. Woo! I'm in the money. I'm in the money. $560,000, 5% down. Loan amounts $532,000. Out of pocket $40,000. Total payment $39.76. Woo! I'm paying $4,000 a month for $560,000, but I'll refinance later and drop my rate when rates drop. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. You guys can hear by my sarcasm how excited I am for you. That when prices drop, you guys are all gonna hit the jackpot, right? But let's look at what it would really look like. Okay. So today on a $700,000 home, it dropped to $630. For everyone who wanted to see $630, right? That $700,000 home you were just so in love with. 6.75 rate. Payment $48.62 on $630,000. I know it's a hard pill to swallow. That's a lot. So $630,000 home, $48.62. And for all of those, right? Like I said, this is what you guys wanted, and that's why I tell you guys, do not sit on the sidelines. This is what you wanted. You wanted this, not me. Okay? $560,000 home. Rate 7.75 if you wanted to drop that 20%. You can look it up. For every time prices drop 10%, rates go up 1%. Rates go up 1%, prices drop 10%. You can Google it. So I'm not making it up, trying to scare you. $46.83 for a $560,000 home. $46.83. Well, who's going to pay for that? I'm not. It's going to bring down prices. You're telling me if a home in California that was once $700,000 dropped to $560,000, we don't have cash offers? California, $700,000 home dropped to $560,000. You will have cash offers who will rent out the property. So don't think, well, who can be able to afford that? I'm not saying that's, I'm giving you guys in the comments every day. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. And I'm just showing you guys what happens if you wait. Okay. So hopefully you understand what happens at 700. You guys want to see 800? I know a lot of you guys see homes in the 800,000s and you're like, man, woo, I can't wait for that one to drop. I'm watching that one. Right? It's on your list. You're watching it. All right. Let's watch 800,000. 800,000. 10% down, 720 grand. 10% drop, 20% drop, 640. Okay. So 720,000 purchase price. 5% down, loan amount 684, rates 5.75, APR 5.947. Okay. See that right there? Monthly mortgage payment $51.12. $51.12. And for the 20% downs, $640,000 loan amount. Rates 5.75. Look at the payment, $45.44. $45.44. Okay? So that $800,000 home, that's what it's going to look like once prices drop. For everyone, that's ideally, right? That rates don't go up. But like I said, where rates are right now, where prices are right now, rates are at 5.5 and a half, 5.75, and rates haven't dropped. I mean, prices haven't dropped. Talk to any lender. Talk to any realtor. It is slowing down. I'm not saying it's not slowing down, but instead of having 50 offers on a property, you have 10. So if you're in a, like I said, if you were in a metropolitan area, those of you who've been wishing to live in San Diego, LA, and Orange County, metropolitan area, condensed area, it's not coming down. There's still too many buyers. Okay. Let's look at now with the real interest rate. Okay.
Can we switch it?
Yes. All right, guys. So let's see what it looks like with so an $800,000 home, drop 10%, $720,000. Okay. With rates 6.75, rates 5%, APR 6.75, APR 6.959, monthly payment $55.57. I'm like gonna throw up in my mouth right now. Okay, so I wouldn't wait for it to drop, for it to drop 10%. Look at that on 800,000, house for 630. Unless you got 630,000 to put cash in, you're gonna be in some hurting. Okay, now let's say it dropped 20%. You got exactly what you wanted. Prices dropped 20%. Okay, 20%. Ooh, way too many zeros. Even I can. That was way too much. Okay, 7.75. 5% down. Payments $53.52 for a $640,000 home. So tonight, I gave you exactly what everybody who has been messaging me in Messenger. Min, I'm gonna sit on the fence. I'm gonna wait for prices to come down. Like I said, prices can come down, but mortgage payments will not. I want you to do a little bit of homework for me. Google it. For every 10%, for every 1% interest rates go up, prices should drop 10%. Well, they should be dropping right now then? Rates went from 3.25 all the way to 5.5, 5.75. But it hasn't dropped yet. It hasn't dropped yet. It's holding right now. So you're testing the waters. We tested by pushing rates up, and values didn't come down. Less people qualify, but still multiple offers. And if you don't believe me, go out there and try to write an offer. Call your lender. Call your realtor. Right? And find out. In certain areas, it might come down. And the rate is 5.75. But if you really want to see a push down of 10%, you're going to want to see a rate of 6.75. If you want to see a push down of 20%, you're going to want to see 7.7. Right? Because less people are going to demand the house because payments are so high. Of course, if the rates drop, more people come back. That's what happened in 2019, 2020. They made interest rates so low. They didn't bring down prices. They just dropped rate. Because they made the rate so low, people bum rushed to the market. Oh, and it was all stimulus check. Player, ain't no $1,200 check gonna buy a house, by the way. Ain't no $1,500 check. Ain't no unemployment check gonna buy a house. These were people sitting on money waiting for rates to drop. Yes, the rich did get richer, but those people, those rich who got richer, that's not the type of rich that went out and competed and paid and qualified full doc for a home. These are hedge funds, which is different, right? Hedge funds, companies in Canada, investors, they had the money already, right? So you think about it, like the reason why people bum rush the market because rates were so low. And as rates are continually climbing, people aren't backing off. So yes, there has to come a point where everyone backs off. And rates do have to climb higher if you want what you want, which is the 10% drop or the 20% drop. So that's why I tell you guys, if you are not in a place to buy, of course, do not buy. Rent, save your money and invest it and make yourself some money. Eventually, figure out how to make more money or you got to move, right? Unless you can save money at some ridiculous rate in the next 2 years, buying a home where you rent right now would be very difficult. Not impossible, but very difficult. And I put these numbers out there not to discourage you, but to help you navigate through the hurdles and challenges so you have perspective and you don't have wishful thinking. And I wish someone would have done that with me when I was in my earlier years. So I'm doing that with you. I'm putting the numbers in front of you. Well, this is impossible. No one's ever going to buy a home. No one said people were going to buy. I'm telling you, this weekend, my buddy has a house for sale for 1.5 million. He had multiple offers for 1.5 cash, but he just has a new offer from, I'm not going to say who because the person's recognizable, for 1.7, right? So imagine that's on that house. If you talk to any realtor that works in LA County, it was still crazy. San Bernardino, Riverside, it might cool down just a smidge, not that much. But all I wanted to do is I wanted to show you these numbers. I want you to see if you don't qualify, it's not like you got an option. At least do something positive. This is a time to make money in other business ventures. But if you do qualify and you have a family and you want to hedge against inflation, I would buy. If not, you're going to wait and see. Okay? For all of those who are like, I'm going to wait for the prices to come down. Can you still afford the payment? Will you be able to afford the payment when rates are in the 6.75 and 7.75? Yes, you'll be able to refinance, but the problem is, can you get the house first before you could refi? Okay? Hope that helps you out. Guys, hopefully you enjoyed our content. If I brought you value, or if I gave you hopes and dreams, or if I did discourage you a little bit, do me a huge favor. Please hit that subscribe and notification button, okay? Also, don't forget to tag yourself on this video and share with a friend or family. Also, guys, before we get into some Q&A, if you have questions, you have a scenario you want us to go through, please throw it out, all right? So also, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and LinkedIn. All right, guys? Also, if you have mortgage questions, you want to run the numbers, if you are on the fence and this helped encourage you to push you forward, give us a call, 714-790-9697. All right? For all the shy guys and shy girls out there, you can always send us a text. All right? Let's go some Q&A here. What's going on, Gabby? Tapera, how you doing? Stephanie, what's going on? Sandra, what's going on? John, what's going on? Isa Khan, Naval Federal Credit Union, 4.375 with 1% discount and 0 down. Seems like the best option during this market, and I'm missing something. If they're able to give you 4.375, Azal Khan, then go ahead and go there and get that deal. All right? Congratulations. I'm happy for you. Patrick, why are you cursing at me? Hopefully you're not cursing at me. What's going on, Jolene? Can Uncle Min give out some money to his little cousins? Right now, because of the economy, Uncle Min needs to hold on to every dollar himself. Moses Ramirez bought in 2019 and refinanced during COVID. What's Moses? You are lucky. Beaterm, how you doing? I locked my rate when my credit score was 723, and after some time, credit score dropped to 709. My lender is charging me now, and I'm a buy down to retain that rate. Yes, that's what I said to Andy earlier. So if they lock your rate and your FICO dropped, the lender goes off the most recent credit report. Okay, if they had to run your credit again, that's absolutely right. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that. What's going on, Adri? Jose, how you doing, man? We finally in escrow. Thank you. You're welcome, Jose. Congratulations. Yes, Raphael. How you doing? Gus, what's going on? Sadek, I'm praying for the market to crash and be able to purchase a property. Sadek, if the market does turn, will you be able to afford the payment? Another thing, guys, for everyone who bought a home, okay? If you bought in 2021, just to let you know, if you lock in that payment as rent and things keep going up, you will be okay. For anyone who thinks, hey, I bought a home, what happens if the market does turn? If you bought a home before 2020, 2021, it all depends on where you're at. If you bought a home before 2020, if the prices turn today, your mortgage payment is still cheaper than the rent in the area that you're living at. So don't stress. I'm not saying that it is, but if it did, so what? Your payment dropped. In the long run, it will come back up. Inflation, guys, in the long run. Remember, that's why I tell you guys, if you are going to buy a home and actually live in it, it doesn't matter. If you got cash, yes, you can chill out. You might pick up a deal here and there on a flip. So those are my guidelines for you, okay? If you finance and you're going to live in it, it doesn't matter because it doesn't matter prices. Monthly payment, tradition, blue collar, white collar, it doesn't matter. If you have a mortgage payment, The longer you wait to buy, the higher that payment will go. Okay? So if you have to finance it, buy it. But if you got cash, I don't know, Sadik there's sitting on a bunch of cash. If the market turns, good for you, right? I myself, like I said, people, oh, what happens if the market turns, man? You lost all that equity. Well, I bought my home for $780. It's worth $950. It's almost 20%. If it dropped back down to $780, but rates are at, I have my rate at 3.5. My rate would be, if it went, right now it's at 5.75. 5.75. If rates went up to 7.75, my payment's almost like $2,000 more than it was because I bought in 2020. So I don't care. Okay, guys? So, if you're buying cash, good for you. Would prices for home in Salinas, California would prices for homes in Salinas, Cali located Monterey Park, vary interest rates, internet rate? No. Cali rate should be the same. All right? Do you think prices will drop in LA? Nah, I don't think prices will drop in LA. Right now, if you have a home in LA, why don't you go look for a house right now? Rates are at 5.5, 5.75. Write an offer on a house in Downey and tell me how it goes. The best way for everyone who's wondering, you got to write an offer. Best way to find out if a lamp is hot, stick your hand on it, right? I know it sounds crazy. Actually, can I say that without getting in trouble, Andy?
You're fine.
All right.
You said it wrong, so it's fine.
Yeah, I said it wrong. If you want to see if a lamp is hot, put your hand under it. So if you want to see if the housing market's hot, write them offer. Don't just sit there, well, I don't know. Write an offer. Write an offer. See what they say. Write a full, why don't you do me a favor? Write an offer and ask for closing costs in LA County. Find out, okay? Congratulations, Sandy. Okay, Ski, $650,000 home. You put 20% down. What are you looking at for at this? So $650,000. Let's do this payment for Guy. Yeah. Okay, so Guy, what I would do, Guy, on $650,000, I would do a rate would be 5.5 today. Let's see. I'll give him the wham special, 5.375, 5.5 today. Let's see 1 second here, 20% down. If 20% down today, payments would be $36.97, 20% down. Okay, hopefully that helps you out. All right. I would do Guy. I wouldn't probably put 20% down. There's a program that we do right now. We help you. Especially if you're going to go 20% down, 15, 10, or 5% down, there's a way to finance the buy down. So instead of taking a rate of 5.375, you can get 4.5 right now without coming out with extra money out of pocket. Yes, there is a strategy we're using. I personally call it the rate flex program, right? Because we're flexing the rate a little bit to get you a lower rate. As long as you're going 5% down, 10, 15, or 20, you can finance a lower interest rate, pay less interest, and drop your payment without coming out of pocket with extra money. If you are interested in our rate flex program, right? Send us a call. Send us a text. Send us a 714-790-9697. Make sure you use the emoji of the flex. Use that one, Andy. Make sure we use the emoji of the flex. I'm kidding. Just type in, hey, I want to see the flex program. Right now, it's allowing you to buy it on the rate almost 1% from where rates are right now. All right. So what's going on, Sandy? Going back to questions. Yeah, what's going on, Sandy? How you doing? Gus, was good. How much will rates increase with down payment assistant? Rates are going to be high. Down payment assistant rates right now probably going to be in the 6s. How would I as a new private security business owner wages when renting a house method interest rate, and is there a method to getting a lower interest rate and lower rent to single lease? How would I as a new private security business owner report wages? You would just have to show income on your tax returns. So if you are a self-employed person, but you pay yourself on W-2, they're going to want to see 2-year tax returns. So you can show your wages as a wage earner, but they're going to overall go off your tax returns. All right. Hopefully that helps you out. If you have more questions, see me, please message us. Do you think prices will drop in San Diego? Oh, nah. I wish prices would drop in San Diego. Blanca, your credit and what you make helps to get a home. Yes, credit does help. If you want to maximize the best deal, 760 credit score. Patrick, I got a savings, but only approved for 550. I need a 3-bedroom. What should I do? Either change locations, change where you're looking to buy. You might want to look into a condo, depending on where you're at, Patrick. Please DM me, guys. If you have questions like this, please DM us or give us a call or text us 714-790-9697. What is the value today on rates of 350? Depends on the program. Solomon at 3. What? What's the value of what?
You meant payment.
What is the payment at 350? All right, let's do it here. 350.
Okay, let me switch it over.
All right, Solomon, we're gonna hook you up here.
All right, take the mouse.
350. See here, 350. 350. Today's rate is 5.5. Because 5.5. 20% down is easier to get that little 8 discount, but on 5% down, not as easy. 5% down. Payments 2432. 2432. All right, Solomon. See, Love Jones. Love Jones. I want to sell but scared to because rent is way higher than my mortgage. Even a second home is out of the question right now. What I would do, Love Jones, I would get a home equity line of credit. And if you find the home and it makes sense, then buy your home, then sell your home. But if it doesn't, just stay in your home. All right? Hopefully that helps you out. Buy down. Credit score is 723. It's beat them. Credit score is 723 to 709. Buy down is 2.21. Retain 4.875. Can you explain how they come up with 2.21? It's called risk adjustments. Every lender acts differently, but it's the risk adjustments and where rates are that day. There's no actual formula. It's just where rates are, what investors buying, what the stock market is buying. To buy down 1%, typically is about 2% of the loan amount, right? But if depending on your credit, where your credit's at, there's also risk adjustments that's probably making it a little bit more expensive. Hopefully that helps you out. What are your thoughts on new multi-gen homes? I like them. Right now, getting a home in general to secure the cost from going up is the most important thing. And I've been telling you guys this almost year 5. June 11th will be year 5. The most important bill in life is housing or renting, right? If you can secure rent and rent never goes up, that's even a better situation. That means you got to live at home with your parents for the rest of your life. But, like I said, if you can secure housing, no other bill really matters. Yes, gas bills are up, energy bills up, food bills up. But if your mortgage payment, you bought your home 10, 15 years ago, it doesn't really matter if all the other bills go up, right? Imagine this. Think about, could your parents afford their house at today's price with today's value? No. They secured that payment 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago. If they didn't do that, they would probably be renting. Could your parents afford the rent for their house in today's market? No. So that's why it's so important to secure that payment. By the way, if you pay rent for $2,500 a month and you never decide you're going to buy a house, in 30 years, when you retire, at a 3 to 4% increase in inflation every year for rent, that's almost $7,000 a month for rent. Okay, so think about that. So let's say, you know what, I'm happy paying $2,500 a month. Good for you. If you're paying $2,500, save that money, invest it, do something positive with it. But you're like, I'm just gonna keep paying it. I don't want to own a house. I don't plan on it. It will keep going up. All right. So definitely, guys, put your energy into it. Make it happen. Will Garcia, what are your thoughts on new? All right, answer that already. Guadalupe, would it be a good time to get a duplex?
Here's another. He updated that a little further down.
What? Guadalupe, would it be a good time to get a duplex in Central California and these high rates? Property sells $300,000. Of course, cash flow maintenance. You got to look it up. Guadalupe, if you want more details, give us a call. We can go ahead and do a cost analysis for you to make sure that's worth it. If you are buying units, your lender better be able to run the numbers, do a cost analysis, and figure out how much it costs for you to retain that investment to make sure it's worth it. All right. How do you get rid of a second loan? My first loan is locked at 3.3. Only way you get rid of your second loan is to pay it off. Ramona. Ferdinand, how you doing? I got my house 820 grand last year. Woo, congratulations. Now it's worth $1 million. You're welcome. I'll let Jason know. Ferdinand, telling you guys, look at Ferdinand. Bought a house for 820. Everyone who was yapping and telling me I was crazy, right, during COVID. Thank goodness. Ferdinand, listen, what's up? We need that read flex, that rate flex. If you need that rate flex, give us a call, 714-790-9697, or message us, okay? Right now, wherever rates are at, with the rate flex, it's almost 2% lower without extra money out of your pocket. But you got to be doing 20% down, 15, 20, 15, 10, or 5, okay? Housing will crash if unemployment goes up. If a lot of homeowners like me took advantage of refinancing at a lower rate, then nobody's going to sell if the prices go down. Archie, I agree. So we talked about this earlier. Archie. So yes, if unemployment goes up, so majority, it sucks to say this, majority of people who are not homeowners are the ones who are probably going to go unemployed first. As we saw during COVID, majority of people that were laid off were mostly not homeowners. That's the reason why the housing market really didn't change. Yes, there was people who took out forbearance, but if you talk to most people on forbearance, not all, but a good amount of people, they had their jobs. They were just afraid to spend their money because of COVID if they were going to get let go. So I really feel that, yes, recession is on the way. I'm not saying I'm not going to, oh, there's no recession coming. Recession is coming. Unemployment will go up, but majority of people who are unemployed, they don't own homes. And if they own a home, like Archie and most people, they either refinance to a super low rate or their mortgage payment is cheaper than rent. Of course, I asked a question a couple days ago. Right now it's different. But if you buy your home early 2021, 2020, your mortgage payment is cheaper than rent. If unemployment grows, why would you let your house go to foreclosure? You probably sell it at full price because there's less properties out there still. Get your cash and go rent somewhere, or you would find a way to make it happen because your mortgage payment is cheaper than rent. So why would you let your house go? All right. So I'm with you, Archie. Rate flex was going on. What about prices in TJ? I'm not very familiar with TJ. I'm so sorry, Moses. Good idea to buy investment property with these high rates. I would do a cash out of 80,000 and lose my 2.75. Thoughts? Guadalupe, I would try to do an equity line of credit before I mess with that 2.75. Okay. Do you think prices in Sandy will continue to go up, backwards, or stay the same? I think we're going to enter a season of stagflation. I think rates, so we are expecting a 50 basis points rate hike in May, a 50 basis points in June, and then like 4 to 5 quarters. It's all priced in already. So I don't see rates dropping. I see rates going up gradually. I think we will hit a point where it will be stagflation. The reason why I don't see a decline, I don't see a lot of people having to let their house go. That is the problem. What's keeping the housing market from crashing or some huge decline? People don't have to sell. In 2007, 2008, people had to refinance, had to sell. There wasn't an option. Why is it different than now? So everyone says payments are out of control. There's no way people were able to afford all these payments. Sometimes I feel it's a reflection on the person who says that right now, because majority people who bought their home after 2008 had to show their income, had to show their credit. So they qualified with the income they have, with the credit. The average credit score is 711 in our nation, right? 711. The average debt to income ratio is under 41%. Okay, so people who got homes qualified in 07, 08, people went stated. Because they went stated, they weren't these 30-year fixed loans. These loans were fixed for 2 years. So after 2 years, the rate would adjust. And if they can't afford the payment and people kept on pulling cash out, cash out, cash out, it gets to a point where you can only lie about your income so much. And because of that in 07, 08, it wasn't true income. It was all stated income because people think income right now is fake. Income right now, I don't know how fake it is because it's verified with the IRS. Back then, people went stated, or they got deferred interest loans and interest-only loans. Most loans now are 30-year fixed principal and interest payment. Okay? So it would be hard, guys. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it would be hard to see a crash. Stagflation, yes. Hopefully that helps you out. See here. Words gave me confidence in 2019. Thank God I did. You're welcome, Harold. Man, Harold, imagine you buying a house right now. Harold, let everyone know, right? Could you do what my parents on 450? Payment of 450. $450,000 home? Okay, I'll do 450. Go back.
Let me switch it to. Okay, take most.
All right, 450 for Blanca here. 450. $450 here. 450. 5.5 rate. Total out of pocket. It's gonna be about 31,000. Payments 31.27 on 450. Hopefully that helps you out there, Blanca. Kathy, should we wait to see what the market is going to do or just buy now? Kathy, girl, you've been watching me for this long. You better buy. If you are actually going to live in the house, buy. Well, but however prices go down, rates don't even go higher. The payment, it would be hard to qualify later on because payments will be that much higher. If you are a cash buyer, I would wait. I'll be honest with you. Cash buyer, wait it out. You got 30, 40% down, wait it out. You got that 5, 10% down, 5 to 10%, get on it. Okay? Love Jones, what's going on? What's the question, Guillermo? Blew my mind, inflation of rents. Yeah, Manny, it's so true. Guys, if you do have a mortgage, I would suggest you look into some mortgage protection, some term insurance. My boy Manny Soto's on there. Guys, what is mortgage protection? God forbid you're the breadwinner or you aren't, or the main, or you're one of the people helping with the mortgage payment, but your income is counted to qualify. God forbid something happens. You want to make sure you have mortgage protection, term insurance to cover that mortgage so you don't have to sell your house. My boy Manny, it was almost impossible for me to get some term insurance, right? And he was able to give me some insurance. So I got insurance. My wife got insurance. So if anything happens to any of us, the mortgage is covered. The spouse don't have to sell the house, right? So also if you want, you can also get living benefits as well. So some of you guys out there, I would look into it. And there's also strategies for some of you like, I'm invincible. I'm never going to get hurt. You can do something called a return of premium, right? Where let's say 20 years go by, you don't die or anything happens, you can get all your money back from your insurance, called return of premium. A little bit pricier if you don't plan on passing away, all right? Hopefully that helps you out. Guillermo, in case California 650, 5% down, how much is likely at month 650? We did the 650 already. Okay, we did 650. 656 credit score, I would go 3.5% down FHA, Guillermo. Your wealth is info. Thank you so much, Jolene. Do you know anyone that does a HELOC with a fixed rate? I don't know if there's a HELOC, Chang, but there's a closed-in second you can do. I know right now, Synergy One, the company that I sent a lot of HELOCs to, they have fixed seconds. It's like it's not a HELOC, it's not interest only. It's a principal and interest payment, but when you pay it off, you can use it again like a HELOC. So if you're interested in that, give us a call, 714-790-9697. I can't pay it off. I can't pay it off any other way to get rid of a second loan. I don't know if it's a second loan that you took out a loan on it. I don't think you can ask for someone to remove it. I think that's kind of unfair if you have a second mortgage on there, if that's balance that you owe. So I don't know how you would do it unless it was a grant on a that didn't fall off yet. Can you negotiate 2.21 buy down? Do you suggest you do lend? Be it a Derm if you want help finding a better quote. So right now, also a service we do provide, we help you find a lender that we can help you beat your loan estimate. Okay. Right now, What's a Mortgage? We are not a lender, but of course, as you guys watch our show, we go out of our way. You reach out to us. We look at your loan estimate. We shop it for you. We go to, of course, some of the companies I do work with. Okay, hey, can we beat this? Can you beat this? Right? I'll go with a mortgage broker and a direct lender, and most likely we'll find someone to beat it. All right, unless it was locked like back in February, then it would be hard to beat. February, like before mid-March. All right, just want to say thank you for all your information. Thank you so much. Bill, is it a good time to buy a house? If you have to finance a home and you're going to live in it, it's a good time to buy, okay? Harold, imagine Harold, remember Harold when you wanted to wait it out? Oh my gosh, what happened if you would have waited it out? I bought a house November 2020. I got a rate 2.8. It cost $734, now worth $1 million. Is there any way I can take advantage of appreciation of this house? Yes, get yourself a line of credit, Cody Tony. Code Tony, get a line of credit, okay? If you want help on a line of credit, reach out. This man is, thank you so much, Oscar. Thank you so much, Manny. Glad I listened to you in 2020, locked in my rate and bought a house. I'm glad. Congratulations, Jose Pena. What's going on? I'd rather pay $3,200 a year on taxes than $1,600 a month since I retired. I'd rather pay $3,200 a year on taxes and insurance than $1,600 a month once I retire. Thank you. You're welcome, Jose. Recommendation for term insurance. Moses, reach out to Manny Soto. I'm telling you, man, this guy, I was nervous that I couldn't get insured. I can't tell you why I didn't get insured on the internet, but if you guys DM me, I'll tell you why. But I couldn't get it. I had to wait a year. All right. And Manny made it happen. I was so nervous. I didn't even want to leave the house and sneeze. God forbid something happens to me. Who's going to help my wife cover the mortgage payment and all our bills, right? She has a job. She works. She makes money. But the stress she would have to carry on this mortgage, God forbid something happened to me, the mortgage would be paid off, right? They wouldn't have to move. That's the least I can do for my baby. I call my baby boy, right? My baby boy. I love my baby boy. So if you buy a house, it's about $100. If your loan amount's like under 700,000, it's gonna be like $100, right? Of course, I got the like the Ferrari of insurance. I got a little bit more than the balance, but you know, you get the balance, cover the balance, right? If you feel like you're gonna live forever, right? Get yourself some return of premium. You live forever, you get all that money back. It's like money you invested. Think about it, all right? So reach out to Manny. Thank you for your answer. I need a quiet, don't be nervous, Kathy. $1,800 a month, man. Thank you. You're welcome. Dude, I'm glad all these WAM people are on here watching our show. All right, guys. We want to end all our episodes with our attitude is gratitude. I really want to thank everybody. If you have a mortgage question and we were not able to get to your question, please give us a call or DM us. Okay? Cody. Yes, reach out for more information. So I know Cody's not on Facebook, so please give us a call one last time. Pop up the number, 714-790-9697. All right, give us a call, Cody. We'll help you out. Also, if you have a loan estimate and you want help reading it and beating it, every dollar counts. Find a lender that can beat your loan estimate. Give us a call, all right, 714-790-9697, or you can email the loan estimate to info@whatsamortgage.com. Make sure you leave your phone number when you email, and we'll get back to you once we find a lender that can beat your deal. Make sure you leave your middle credit score and the property type, okay? All right, guys. Thank you guys so much.